Josh here from Different Breed Lures. It is Sunday, so you know what that means. Today is going to be the Sunday we make it and we give it away day. I'm going to start doing this on as many Sundays from here on out as I can. Today what we are going to try to make, once we get some more people joined into this live video, is some Crappie Kings. I'm going to show you our famous Crappie King. If you ain't seen it or you ain't aware of it, if I can get this bag open, she's sealed real good to keep the scent in there. That and I got the world's worst fingers. They're all tore up and burnt from making fishing lures. There we go. She's opening up now. This here is our Crappie King. It is obviously used for crappie. Has a straight tail and gives it a whole lot of action. But today what we're going to do, I'm going to make 120 of these at the same time. Now I'm going to wait till I get a couple more of you guys in here before I do it so we can do it live, but you guys are going to be able to tell me what we're making. We're going to make one single color with up to 3 or 4 different colors of flake in it. We'll just see how it starts turning out as we make it. And then as the video is titled, Sunday Giveaway, I'm going to be giving away, if I make 120 of them, they all come out right, that's going to be 10 packs. So I'm going to give away 10 packs to you guys watching. Now, if you want to contribute as to what we're making, obviously I'll need to know the first color we're going to do, and then the amount of flake, and then the scents we're going to use on it. I don't have a whole lot of scents here in stock just because I typically always use shad, crawfish, cherry, or coffee. I believe that's all I have in stock, but that's what we're going to be doing scent-wise. And colorant, you guys will be able to choose everything with color. Anything from the density to the translucency. I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm going to say it. So density or translucency. Basically, this one's translucent. A dense one's going to be something kind of like this. That's a dense green. So you guys will be able to dictate exactly what I'm doing with that. Now, obviously, if there's a bunch of people commenting what we're doing, I'm going to have to just stick with one. So if somebody says pink, we're going to do pink. And then the next 4 people that tell me what color of flake we're going to do, that's what we're going to put in them. So once we get some people tuned in here, we'll get it rolling. I'm going to get the material cooking.
Curtis said white with lots of pink glitter.
Curtis, you can't choose the whole lure, bud. Besides, you're going to make them more than anybody. So we're going to make somebody else have a chance of making that one. How many we got filling in there now?
2.
Just 2? Hopefully here in the next 5 or 6 minutes while it's cooking now, we add a couple more in there. But I have come up with...
Now 1.
I have come up with what we're going to do for the Christmas basket. And this is just a crude one I threw together about 10 minutes ago. I might fall and bust my ass on camera. You guys will laugh. Let's see if I can get up here. Now this is not perfected, but for Christmas we will be giving away Christmas stringers. Or not giving away, we'll be selling Christmas stringers. So basically you buy the stringer and it's loaded down with lures. And you can hang it from the Christmas tree, hang it by the Christmas stocking. Just a good little secondary gift for your spouse, loved one, family friend, you name it. But it's really loaded down. We got 3 packs of Senkos on here. Here's 3 jigs, here's a buzz bait, here's 2 swim jigs, here's a football jig. You got 2 of our famous flutter shads on there, and then 2 more packs of Senkos up here. And another buzz bait right here behind it all. So I mean, this thing's really loaded down with a bunch of goodies. Plus comes with a stringer that you can use for years on out. These stringers never go bad. In just a second. Alrighty, plastic's cooking down. Once that's ready to rock and roll, we'll be choosing the colors. We'll get my color set up over here.
Curtis said can't ever have enough Crappie Kings.
That's true.
And then Charles said you should use silver.
Silver. I don't have a lot of silver left. I was hoping nobody would say that, but I can do that. Silver is an easy one to go. Let's see some of the other options in there. Jacob. I do make a ton of silver lures. I'd like to, on these Sundays that we do these, I want to do something kind of different, something that I ain't made before, and use your guys' expertise or guessing knowledge as to what we're going to make.
Okay. Floyd said that's so cool in regards to that.
Oh, cool.
And then Charles also said body half black, half blue, tail chartreuse. And then Floyd said, I think you should add more goodies.
Of course he thinks that. half black, half blue, and chartreuse. I wasn't planning on doing multiple colors today. I might. We could do a split tail. It takes a lot longer to do, but we could do it. I'm trying to do these videos nice and as short as possible. So they'll, hey, dogs, knock it off. So they'll fit in the YouTube and they will be more time appropriate. However, on the YouTube channel here in the next week or two, I will be uploading a lot of videos of more of my custom work where I use 3 and 4 colors and a lure and some of the other neat things I do.
Along with hunting.
Do what?
Along with hunting.
There's also going to be a lot of hunting videos on there as well. It's just one more way for me to market what we do here. But you'll see a lot of my really custom work on the YouTube. But today, I think we're just going to keep it simple. Make something kind of like this here. This is one solid collar with 4 different colors of flakes in it. That's what we're going to try to shoot for, but you guys get to choose the color and the flakes. What are we up to?
6.
We got 6 watching. We got about another minute 30 before we start mixing colors. So I've heard pink, I've heard white, and I've heard
Pink flake.
pink, okay, and I've heard black and blue. I don't have my dual injector set up, otherwise I would do a two-tone laminate. Right now I just have my solo injector sitting out, and they are cold, so there's a good chance that I'm going to have to torch them before we shoot.
Floyd said he wants more of stuff on that one. And then Austin said he needs a pair of those overalls. And then Zach Countryman.
Hey, you ain't getting them off overalls.
Zach Countryman said, "Hey bud, what's going on? Wear some gloves this time."
Yeah, I got some gloves set out here. And check out these overalls. They're all together with zip ties. You can't get those just anywhere. Rural King approved right there. Bibs came from Rural King, so did the zip ties when they broke. But we will be shooting here in about another 40 seconds. Hopefully we'll start mixing some color.
Floyd said he made those.
He made what?
Those crappie kings, I think. I don't know.
Yes, this was an invention. The color of this one, Floyd did this color. And these actually sold very well at the last festival. This is actually the last pack I have of those. And I set them aside for myself. But I figured I'd show them on video. But yes, you did make those. And the Countryman, you have the best last name I have ever met with somebody with a cool last name. You have the best last name. And that may be a fake name just for Facebook purposes, but I hope it's not. Is it?
Charles said that he calls that color combination the body half black, half blue.
It sounds
Bruiser.
like a wonderful color.
He calls it bruiser.
It sounds like a wonderful color just because a lot of your crappie guys love throwing black and chartreuse, but the blue is just going to add just enough contrast to that black that I think that would be a great combination. I don't know why I haven't done it before. Charles, sounds like you make baits as well.
And then Zach said, "Nope, it's the real deal."
That's pretty cool. I'll trade you. Mine's a little bit goofier. Alright, you want to show them this plastic ball. This is, believe it or not, actually up there about 290 degrees, but you can still see it's got some thickness goop to it. So it's not quite ready for color yet. I'm going to have to stir that in and heat it just about another minute if I had to guess. It's not quite completely liquid yet. I'm going to turn my fan on so I don't get cancer again. I died last time I got it. But yeah, she's starting to thicken up real good, so we'll throw it back in there for another minute. Unfortunately, you guys are going to have to stay tuned for another minute. But yeah, I thought this stringer idea was a pretty cool idea. It's got quite a bit of stuff on it. I know it doesn't look like it, but when you look at the value of it, I'm going to sell these as cheap as I can for a Christmas deal or a promotional giveaway. I haven't even added it up yet, but you got 5, 10, 15, plus 2 of those. Those are 7 apiece, so that's 14, 15, 14, that's 29. Let's just say 30. Another 5, 35, 2 more swim jigs, those are 5 apiece. So we're up to 45, 50. There's 3 $5 jigs right there, so that's another 15. So we'll just say 65 plus another $5 pack of Senkos. There's $70 worth of stuff on there, and we'll probably be selling for around 40 bucks. And there'll be a little bit more on them too once I get it finalized, and they'll look a lot nicer. So it's $30 off. That's a hell of a deal, and it's going to be free shipping for all of them because, as you guys know, on the website, anything over $40 is free shipping. So those will also be free shipping on them as well.
Charles said catches a lot of fish, trust me, and he tournament fishes.
Okay.
And then Zach said, "Where'd you learn how to do plastics?"
Honestly, I started doing them one day out of hot glue, just for shits and giggles, excuse my language, and then I did some research on YouTube. There are a ton of videos on YouTube as to how to do more of like little hobby kits and whatnot. Well, I bought one of those hobby kits a long time ago, and ever since then I've just been reinvesting every penny I've made, and now we got a fully functional shop, and I've just been reinvesting every penny I got and learning as I go. I mean, literally that's the number one way to learn, is just mess stuff up. And any of my buddies that came in here and helped me out, every time we get somebody new in the shop, it's, hey, pick up something, let's make it. Whatever you want to make, we're gonna make it. And everybody creates something new, just so we can learn a little bit more each time, and we can learn from each other and our mistakes that we perceive from that. But what we are shooting today are these 3 brand new Crappie King molds. These are all 40 cavities apiece. I have never shot any one of them. They are all brand new from Angler's Alley Baits. They have never been shot. These molds have never been shot. So if they work or not, I hope they will, because I paid good money for them. But if they don't, that will be the mistake of the video. But we will keep doing it until we get it right, so you guys can see the results. They should work just fine. He's never done me wrong in the past. So
Curtis said, "How's that Chinese treating you?"
the Chinese, man, I ate some Chinese buffet the other day. Yesterday, as a matter of fact. I swear they put some drugs in that stuff. I did not fare very well with it. Alright, we're about ready for coloring. I am using some older Plastisol for this, so that's why it's not completely clear. But Abby, if you want to get up in here so they can see what it looks like. Alright guys, I need to know what color we're shooting. Somebody give me a color. Here's the colors here. I need somebody to pick me out a color out of there. Got a little bit of everything.
Pink.
Who said that?
Zach.
Alright, Zach, do you want a dense pink or a transparent pink? Transparent's going to give us a lot more to work with. She's starting to solidify on us already. Alright, we're going to give it just a touch of pink, and we're going to tune it in as we go. See how she starts going.
And then Trouble said light blue.
Alright, well now I need 3 different colors of flake. We'll make light blue one of them.
Go for transparent, is what Zach said.
Okay. That's very transparent right there. I'm going to add a different color of pink to give it a better shade. This is a bubble gum.
So you got light blue and then yellow.
Light blue and yellow with pink. That is something I have never done.
And
Who
they,
said what on there?
Huh?
Who said light blue?
Charles.
And who said yellow?
Austin Popejoy.
Austin Popejoy. I have gold. That'll work. Light blue, we will do a larger flake of light blue, and then yellow is actually going to be a gold, and that's going to be a very fine flake. There we go. What do you think of that color? It looks pretty pink, and it will be transparent as well. Almost too transparent. It might need a little bit more. You might add just a touch more of each of them to keep it even. Like I say, a lot of times when I'm doing these little custom orders and custom creations of my own, it's really just a guessing game. There's no set recipe. But some colors are a lot easier to guess with than others. Like a blue, you're going to have a lot less room for error just because 3 or 4 drops of blue and you got a dark blue. Just depending on where you get your colorant or filament from.
Paul just comment on here. Black big flake.
Black big flake. That'd make our 3rd flake. That'd be a good one to have in there. Alright, that's what we're going to stick with. Alright, so here's our black, and that is .062. That is one of the biggest black ones I carry. I carry a big black one. Anyway, okay, so there's our large black. We're just going to throw that on top. I'm not going to do a whole lot of it just because A little bit of black goes a long way. And then it was blue and gold, right? We're going to do a medium blue.
It was light blue.
There's a light blue, and we'll do a medium of that. So you got black and blue in there. That's going to make a weird one. I might like it.
And then a yellow.
I'm going to do a fine, fine yellow. It's going to look like it's gold. If I can even find it real quick. Red, red, green, orange. There's some. I'm going to do more of this than anything because it is the finest. It's not going to stick out as much. So there's a good bit of gold in there. Well, we are going to have to keep this up again since it's been sitting out in front of the fan. It has dropped in temperature. But while I heat it up, I'm going to torch my injector in the mold to get them kind of warm. Stir all that goodness in there. Now I know on camera this just looks like a bowl of liquid, and it is, but it's actually a molten plastic right now. It just looks like a fancy Kool-Aid. Dude, I like that a lot. That is a lot of flake in that pink. I like that a lot. It just looks majestic. Now let's get it back in there. I might have to add a touch more pink to that just so you can really see the pink of the lure. Alright, I'm going to fire up my torch right now. If it alters the audio of the video, I apologize. Right now I'm just going to heat up the mold. These do have very, very small veins in them. I should have showed you before I started the video, but it's very easy for that plastic to solidify before it reaches all the cavities. This mold here on the front is the one I'm worried about the most. When it came in the mail, one of the pins fell out in the mail somewhere and I never found it. So if any of them are messed up, it's going to be the front mold here. Clean, so the plastic stays clean. Yep, she's warm. Okay, let's pull it up and see what she looks like. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to add a touch more pink to that. It's just so translucent. I was shooting for translucent, but not that much. It's going to look like a muddy gray if I don't add any. I want this to be kind of bright. That's the problem you run into with some of these lures, or with some of this plastisol. When you add certain colors of flake, gold's real big, black's real big, it'll completely change the color of the plastic if you aren't paying attention. And that's what that did. It turned a more of a darker tan color immediately. So I'm going to add just a touch more and then we should be good to go with it. Now if you guys want any of these, I'll do the first, however many turns out, the first people that message me their address, they will get some. But I don't know how many will turn out. Like I said, these are brand new molds. Sometimes you gotta work the kinks out of them. But yeah, that's starting to look really good. Abby, I'll get up here and do a close up on it. We're gonna do 30 more seconds in the stove before we shoot, but that's starting to look really good.
Reminds me of cotton candy.
Yeah, I want a pack of these for myself. Alright. Heat this up one more time. When that comes out, we will be shooting no matter what. Just trying to keep everything warm so it doesn't solidify on us. See, you don't have to do the whole torch thing. You just have to do in the first run, or you sacrifice just messing up your first run. But, yep, she is good. We're going to give her a quick little stir, and then we'll shoot it. I don't know where my knife went for it. It was that one, because that's really hot. Quick stir, get the flake moving back in there. Alright. Here is our Sunday custom creation. Well, it either solidified or worked just fine, I don't know. They appear to have filled. Oh yeah. That first one felt a little funny. It didn't feel like it took near enough. The top of these screws off. I'm going to throw this back in the stove in case we need to shoot again. How long is the video so far? Does it not say? I don't want to make the video too long, just so that way it looks appropriate on YouTube, but we will do what we have to do to get a good product out here for you guys. That is good looking right there. That is really hot, but that's a good looking collar. You can't really see it with the camera. It's a poor camera quality. Coming from a cheap junk Walmart phone, but hey, poor boy's got to do what he's got to do to buy the fishing stuff.
Zach said, can you remelt messed up plastics to start over, or once they are poured, that's it?
Zach, you can go to Walmart and buy you some junk net bait and bring it over to me, and I can melt it down and make some quality lures.
And he actually made a YouTube video about it too.
About what?
Recycled plastics.
No, he did?
You did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, we actually, for the 1,000 follower giveaway, we actually melted down all of our scraps throughout the year. And not scrap plastic, but like if you made a lure
that it was hollow
so
or
the Senko
just
didn't
messed
turn out
up.
proper, we threw it in a pile. And then for the 1,000 follower giveaway, I sorted through all the colors and we remelted them all down. That way I could save money and give away to everybody. I do have 3 bags left of the giveaway. If you guys like Senkos and you want a big bag full of probably 40 Senkos for free, you can have some. Just send me your address and pay for shipping. That's all I asked. But this was the one I was worried about the most. It didn't feel right when it shot, but let's see. Nope, we got a good pour.
Then Hall said it's at like 20 minutes right now.
No, thank you all. That is the color we created today. I like that a lot. It almost has like an orange tint to it. But
See if this...
a lot of times when you add a lot of different flakes to them, it really changes the color of the plastic. There we go, we got some better lighting. Let's throw it on the black background here so they can see it a little bit better. That is what we created today. Now the first run of lures is always the worst run because everything's got to heat up. But I think they turned out pretty good. Especially for just being a little throw together that we did. Let's crack open the rest of these molds and see if the rest of them did okay too. I hope they did because these molds were a heck of an investment for me. Now again guys, if you guys make your own plastics as a hobby, or you want to start doing it just as a hobby, I'm more willing to give you any tips you need to know on it. And if you want to get a custom lure made, basically if you can draw it on paper, my guy in Arizona, he can make you a mold for it. These ones turned out pretty well as well. Here on the bottom we got a little webbing. These will go into my personal stash because they are a little messed up. That's what happens when you push too hard on the injector. I'll peel those and use them for my personal use. I got to keep all the scrap ones for myself. That's the blessing of doing this. But there's another good bit of them. So there's at least 6 packs I can give away to you guys.
Jason Townsend said those are sick.
Thank you, Jason. Well, thank the other people watching because they're the ones that created it. If you're just now tuning in, on Sundays from here on out, I will be doing a Sunday giveaway. We'll start a live video, and you guys get to choose the color and the flake, and we will make roughly 10 packs of them to give away to you guys. But yeah, I really like those. Those came out really nice. All these are good here, so that means we got at least 8 packs to give away. At least 8 of them. We got 6 bad ones out of 120. So let's just call it 110. 12 in a pack. Yeah, we got at least 10 packs to give away. I ain't no good at math no more. Where'd my education done ran out a long time ago. But whoa, we dropped a pin. But again, guys, if you like the videos, let me know. I do enjoy making them. I do enjoy all these extra creations because this is something I may have never made if it wasn't for you guys, and this could be the color that gets the slabs. You never know. So if you like the videos, let me know. If you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to find us on the Facebook page. Help us create a weekly creation. We're going to start doing it every Sunday around 7:30 p.m. Tune in with us, and if you want to help create something, then hop on board there. Here in the next couple Sundays, we're going to do something different. I think next Sunday we're going to make 5 or 6 different bass jigs, if I can find a way to do it quick enough, because the bass jigs take a lot longer when you have to cook down the powder coat on the jig head. So I might have some of those pre-made. We'll go through the whole process, but I might skip the process of cooking them down and have some pre-made. But if you guys want to tune in and build something, they will always be giving something away free on Sunday. I just ask that as soon as the video's over, send me your address, and I will send you a pack in the mail. And the first, I'd say 10 people that send me an address, they'll get a free pack. If you're one of my buddies watching this, don't send me your address. Just come on over and get you a pack. But thank you so much, guys. And remember, as an outdoorsman, you are a different breed.
Wait, what's the smallest crappie plastic you pour, ice fishing wise? Is what Zach just asked.
Zach Countryman?
Yep.
I just started a ice fishing line. I just started an ice fishing line, and basically what we're trying to do, we still have just prototypes. I'm not the most intelligent when it comes to ice fishing, but what I'm going to do is I have a mold made that will basically just do this tail, and this tail is about just under an inch in length, and we're going to make the world's smallest crappie jig head for this guy to fit on. It should only be about 1/4 of an inch long, so you're looking at about that long of the plastic is going to be the jig head. Now we're going to experiment with it. Any advice you ice fishing guys can give me, I will do. I know nobody uses jig heads for ice fishing, but I might as well give it a shot. We're also going to do a couple different type of tungsten jigs and fit a rubber to it. I'm thinking something like a tiny little cricket might be something we do if I can get the mold to work properly. But the ice fishing line should be out before we get ice. I'm still in the process of doing prototypes right now. But thank you guys, and once again remember, as an outdoorsman, you are a different breed.